You are now watching Media Movers.
Well, I'm gonna do the first Pokemon night at the club. Watching these niggas out here be passing by drunk. They'll sideswipe you.
Face can't hardly wait. Best revenge is living well. I'm my own investment. This bitch gonna sell. Your?
The interviewee interviewing the interviewer. This is Scarlett. We were just hearing a little 16 from her.
Trying to take over the interview.
Nah. She got some fire. I'm letting y'all know. Listen, Scarlett, she ain't only a singer. She got some fire for y'all. You know, it's coming. Watch it. Scarlett, Candela on some. Yeah, Scarlett's here. Yo, we about to have a little one-on-one with Scarlett Santana, Media Movers. Oh, there she go right there.
This is Scarlett Santana, and you're now watching Media Movers. We have a live interview with Mr. Candela himself. Bronx, New York, stand up. Boricuas, where you at?
They kidnapping us. We moving. Yo, the Benz get a ticket there, right?
Media Movers, that's what it's all about.
Where we at? We chillin'. Candela was good. Media Movers. One-on-one with Scarlett. We chillin'. A one-on-one with Media Movers. That's how we doing.
So, Mr. Candela, tell me about your story. Where did it all begin?
Wow. Candela started way back. Let's see if I can remember that far back. We talking 91, 90. It was just a little, you know, it was like a prank and voice thing, a joke, more like a, you know, just entertain my people's thing. And they always told me, yo, we should do something with that. And I guess, you know, coming from the Bronx, an influential neighborhood where a lot of the hip hop was out in the era, and you know, a lot of people just kept seeing, you know, hearing the voice yelling here and there, and it was just something that fell right in. You know, it was, you know, like I said, the voice was very appealing to everyone. You know, the whole Candela voice, like, you know, the rah. Everybody thinks it's one of those studio voices, but it's definitely a real voice. You know, so you know, like I said, 91. Started hitting the studio. I linked up with Mickey Garcia, Mick Mac Records. He had that house label, Marshall, one of the first artists on that. And you know, just kept going from there. Everything kept excelling. You know, I'm known as the festival king to this day. So it was just a thing that, you know, every festival I dominated. Everything was just attracting more attention, more labels, more deals, and you know, but to take it back, it's 91, 96 was really where it really started hitting the fan. 97, when we hear that song that everybody knows, the Que Bonita Bandera, and all that crazy house era that came. So then from there, you know, and we talking a good 20-something years. I'm gonna say something because I don't want to jump too deep in the years. I started like when I was 9, and we stopped.
So another question, just curious, where did the name Candela come from?
Wow. You know what? You're one of the first people to ask me that question. I try to tell people sometimes when I get angry, Candela is not it wasn't a given name. It was an earned name. You know, I come from hard streets of the Bronx, and you know, everybody had their little nickname, and I guess Candela fit me for a reason. Of course, it meant fire, and of course, my parents, you know, everybody else, ese niño, you know, ese nene Candela since I was a kid. I don't know why they always said that, so I guess it just, you know, stuck with me during the years, and everyone's still calling me Candela. I mean, from days on, and just being that guy. So it kind of stuck with the music scene because, of course, I got on the stage. I used to burn the mic. I tear it up. So I guess it just all worked for the better. I guess since I was young, I went from the bad boy to the good boy, to the better man.
Awesome. What is some advice you could give other artists in this day and age?
Wow. Stop audio tuning. I mean, listen, I just
the truth comes out.
Stop audio tuning, stop writing. Let's bring back your essence. You know, the problem nowadays is that we listening, you know, to the monotonous every day. I mean, I'm not knocking nobody, everybody doing what they do, but it's just, you know, stick to your own style and stick to it. Don't let nobody down you for what you're doing, and eventually, you know, just like everybody else would say, don't give up. Don't take no for an answer. Kick that door down, just don't give up. I mean, but you gotta give give it your 100%, more than 100. If you don't do it, if you don't break night, this team no sleep. Look at me right now. We have 4 or 5 almost in the morning, and we doing what we got to do. Sometimes it's what you have to do, you know what I'm saying? But it's all up to you. You got to know what your sacrifice is and how much you're willing to sacrifice to get where you want to be. And it's not all fun and games up here. I'm going to let y'all know. It gets even harder when you up there. It gets even worse. So, I mean, if you're ready for it, stick to it. If you really want this, make sure you want it. Don't waste all them years, because later on you're going to be wondering why your SSI check looking mad low. Alright, so just keep it real with yourself and know that you really want this, because you got to really want it that bad. That you're willing to lose anything, give up anything. Tomorrow you got to hit the road. You got to deal right now. You got to be willing for somebody to come and Puffy come at you right now and be like, yo, I got to go now. You got to be ready to make that move now, like if the feds are coming for you. You gotta say bye to everybody because of what you love, but you gotta make sure you got people that support you, and you gotta make sure everything's correct. So, you know, just stay positive, stay right, and make sure you wanna do this. Make sure you're ready for what's on top, because it get crazy up there.
What are some of your influences?
Wow, my influences in this industry. Well, I come from an era where soft rock was big, just to let y'all know, keep you the truth, but I'm starting to display my age little by little. But I love all type of music, so you know, I'm a Phil Collins. I can throw you a lot of big names. I mean, you know, I go back to the Temptations. I take it back to Marvin Gaye. I love music, period. I can even go to country music. We could keep going down the line, you know what I'm saying? But what influenced my voice, tell you the truth, because we're gonna talk about the Candela, that whole voice, of course, was my man Buju Banton. Boom bye bye in a batty boy head. Boom bye bye in a batty boy. You know what I'm saying? When he come with that, it's like the same voice. That I even impressed his own management, his own label. Big shout to VP Records. Y'all know who I be, and I know who y'all be, and you know. But when it comes to music, I said, you know, I go back into a lot of, you know, artists from way back, you know, and I can mention a million names. Just music in a whole influenced me, and I knew I wanted to do it. Like I told you in a few minutes ago, make sure you know you want to do this. I knew this is what I wanted. So I just loved all music. It just influenced me. I used to love the videos. I used to see myself in the videos. I mean, I could go back. And I even listened to Menudo.
Hits me like a cannonball. Like a cannonball.
I mean, y'all know who Menudo was? Come on. A lot of people don't rock with Menudo, but if you're Latin, those were our Spanish Beatles when we were young, you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't rock Menudo, you ain't have no girlfriend. So I don't know. So y'all was a bunch of no girl having kids if you ain't listen to that. But you know, like I said, just music in a whole. I just love music, and it all influenced me. But the voice was definitely Buju. I give you props for making me excel and keep going with the voice from the 90s on.
That's how long ago.
This is why I'm hot. This is why you not. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why
she's hot. Yo, chillin' in the carro. Pa'l trabajo. All these haters gotta go back to the carajo.
Cause I'm nice, what are you mad? Cause you not. This is why I'm hot.
Media movers, baby.